So here it is, just behind me, the much-loved, ruthless court Philippe Chatrier, where Andy Murray has possibly the hardest task in tennis. In fact, you could argue one of the hardest tasks in any sport, which is to beat Rafael Nadal over the best of 5 sets on a clay court. I don't want to get nerdy on you, but there are a few statistics that back that up. One of them is that Nadal has played 89 best of 5 matches on a clay court, and he's won 88 of them, the exception being when he lost here to Robin Soderling in that massive upset in 2009. Apart from that, he's proved pretty much unbeatable on clay, although Novak Djokovic came very close to beating him in last year's semi-finals. Another stat is that Murray has only managed to beat one top 20 player since he won Wimbledon, and of course he had back surgery after that. And their head-to-head stands at 14-5. It's actually the most one-sided amongst all of these so-called big four players. One other interesting stat is that the last 17 Grand Slam finals have featured either Murray or Nadal, but not the two of them together. They actually haven't played very much lately, so there's not a lot to go on. Although we can look back to what happened 3 weeks ago exactly in the Italian Open quarterfinals in Rome. There, Murray won the first set 6-1, played absolutely spectacular tennis, and caused Nadal real trouble with his hard, flat ground strokes. I'm sure he'll be trying a few of those in this match. Also, I think we'll see him play a few more drop shots possibly than he tried against Gael Monfils, but it is a massive task, and you'd have to say probably the most likely outcome, in my view anyway, would be that Nadal will win in something like 4 sets. Another factor is that we're expecting something of a mini heat wave here in the next 48 hours. Temperatures likely to be up in around the sort of mid to high 20s. That's not actually a bad thing for Murray, but it's definitely a good thing for Nadal, because it'll speed up the conditions and it'll make that vicious bounce and fizz on his ground strokes even tougher to handle than usual. The other semi-final is between Novak Djokovic and Ernest Gulbis. I see the bookmakers are actually making Djokovic an even heavier favourite for that match than Nadal is to beat Murray. Djokovic is something like 1-8. I don't think that's very generous. I think Gulbis does have a genuine chance. He's been playing extremely well. He's a very free-spirited sort of guy on the court as well as off it, where his press conferences have really been a bit of a joy to behold. But he's really got a great game. His backhand definitely up there in the top half dozen in the men's game. He serves well, and he's the sort of guy who, if Djokovic does feel the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure on him, he desperately wants to win this title, Gulbis is the kind of guy who can make him pay heaven.